Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Castle Carter. If you guys are new here, my name's Carter, and if you couldn't already tell, I've got a new boat. So this is the first mission in the new boat, maiden voyage, and we've just pulled into this sick as little bay, no one around, and I'm going to get all the crap off the boat and we're going to try to pitch the tent up on this little bank here. And I need to get a fish for dinner tonight, so we'll load all the stuff from the boat up there and we'll get out there and see if we can't get a fish. Alright guys, just set up that tent in a nice little spot and I'm going to jump back in the boat and we'll boost it back around the corner and hopefully get a fish for dinner. Why it's not starting. Don't bloody have that thing in. Let's go. Okay. I've just pulled up to a couple rocks about 200 meters out from camp, and I'll just have a few flicks along here. I think it's a bit of a shallower reef, and if we don't get anything here I'll shoot in close and yeah, give that a flick. First cast. You'd think all the swell's hitting that side of the rock, so I'm just casting into like a little back eddy just in the little guts where a snapper could be sitting. Let's go try the shallows. Oh yep, right on the back of that wash. Nice. I knew that looked like a good spot. There had to be a fish sitting there. I think we've got dinner. Surely. Oh, that's a little snapper. I think. Get him in the net. Sweet. Let's chuck that rod over here. Out there. Sweet. Just got that snapper just in that little bit of a back eddy just behind that wash there. I knew there had to be a fish sitting in there. I would usually let the first one go, but it's getting a little bit late. That sun's going down. Nice little eater for the pan. I think we'll go back and we'll do a few more casts just around that little wash rock, and then we'll boost it back to camp before it gets dark. This is where we got him. We got him just on the back of that rock there, so we'll see if there's any more sitting there. It's just there. That's us. Bang. Sweet. Drag this up the beach. I'll chuck these down. That. shit. How tight. So I've just dragged the boat up onto this nice little sandy bit, so when that high tide comes in at night time we don't lose the boat. But I'm still going to chuck out the anchor and I'll just pick it just into this bank here, so just a bit of peace of mind that the boat won't go floating away tonight. Just chuck that thing in there, just like that. It shouldn't go anywhere. We'll just tie it off to this cleat. Not a cleat, just a ring. That should be sweet. Alright guys, just made it back to camp and I went to go grab a knife to bloody fill up that snapper and frickin' forgot the knife. Oh, I don't know how I forgot the knife, but I think what I'll do is I'll end up taking that snapper home and maybe give it to one of my family members and yeah, take that snapper home. I do have a little bit of food. I did bring that backcountry meal, so I think I'll just cook that up and yeah, I think that's the go. Found this laying in my room. It's backcountry spaghetti bolognese. If you haven't tried that, that's actually pretty mean. Chuck some water in there. Should be good. Just chuck that on the boil and we'll get it in there. Alright guys, my meal is just about ready to eat. I'm going to chuck that on some farros wraps and a bit of kiwi. But I'm just going to watch the sun go down and just chill out for the rest of the evening. Got the boat all tied up here on the bank and it's got the little bush buck sitting there nicely. But I think the plans for tomorrow is I'm going to get up early and that forecast is meant to be a hell of a lot better than today. So that'll be good, and yeah, don't have too much plans of what we're going to target, but we'll get up early and we'll see you in the morning. Right, morning guys, just got out of the tent and it was pretty bloody cold last night. I was like, yeah, real cold. But we've woken up to a mint-as day. It's meant to be like 5 knots till 8 o'clock this morning I think, and then it comes up till 7 knots, so that's sweet as. So I'm going to go chuck all the stuff in the boat and we'll boost around the corner and have a few flicks with the soft bait rod and yeah, just see how the day rolls from there. So we'll get in the boat, eh? Alright, let's see if this can be a bit easier than yesterday. Oh shit! Holy! That moved quick when it got into the rocks. See you later, Cam. Alright guys, we've just made it out to the islands that I want to fish and we've found surface schools, which is a super good sign. Let's see if they'll eat the soft bait. Surely. There's bait here though, there's so much bait all around the boat. Holy, so much bait. Eat the lure, you dogs. Holy, over there, look how much bait there is. Oh my god, that is a lot of bait. Surely that's gonna get a bite. Touch. Oh yeah, we're on. Yes. Oh yes, we're on. Don't come off. Oh yes, cowboy. Yes. It's our live bait right there. Loosen off that drag so we don't lose him. We'll net him to make sure we don't lose him. This looks like a perfect place to troll a live bait. We'll get him straight on the live bait rig. Oh no, he's bleeding. No. Did I hook him deep? That is not a good sign. He's already bleeding. Right guys, I just left the islands and we're back on the coast and there's more bloody bait. Look how much bait there is. Holy. There's a massive school here. They probably just spooked. Oh yeah, there's all under the boat. Oh my god. There's a massive school over there too. Let's see if we can't get some live baits. There's so much kahawai that just followed my soft bait up. And we got one. Come on buddy. Please don't be bleeding from your gills. Oh, it doesn't look like he is. We'll net him and we'll get him straight back out there and we'll tow him around these live bait schools. Just chuck that straight to the nose. This live bait hook might be a little bit small, but it's the only ones I've brought out, so it's gonna have to do. Chuck him out the back. Coming up on a really thick school right here. They're doing Mexican waves on the surface. Surely. Whack it into neutral. Look at that. Oh my god. Look at that. There's so many kahawai. Holy sh... There's got to be a kingfish with them. Surely. Look at all the kahawai down here. They're all freaking out. So guys, we've just pulled into this little bay. I followed those live bait schools around for like an hour, trolling live baits, did a bit of top water and nothing. I didn't even get a touch on the live bait. So we're going to pull into this little bay and we'll just walk out to the headland and we'll get a burley going and see if we can't get any snapper. Mintaz spot. Holy shit, there's two massive dolphins. That's sick. Oh my god, that gave me a fright. That's unreal. Thought it was a bay shark. Two big ass dolphins. Must have followed the boat right in. That is sick. Oh, right under the boat. Look at them. Holy, they're huge. Look at that. Holy. They're massive. Look at that. Oh, I could nearly touch them. Look at those things. Share, mate. They're just cruising. I think those dolphins, oh here they are. Oh, that's sick. Right in the shallows. See if they come back. Oh, there they go. Alright, we'll quickly get these wheels down before a wave comes and gets us. Oh, these dolphins are coming right in here. Look at this. Holy. Oh, here comes a wave. Oh shit! Let's get this boat up on the beach and then we'll go check them out. Here come the dolphins. It is sick. Look at that. Right in the shallow. That is sick. Holy shit, they're big. And they're off. That was sick. Alright guys, I've just left those dolphins to it. I think they've buggered off. We've just dragged the boat up to the high tide mark and we'll get walking, but it was so sick. I've never swum with dolphins before, so it's something off the bucket list, but we'll get out there and we'll get fishing. Alright guys, we've just made it to the spot. We've just chucked the burley in and I'm going to flick around a little soft bait setup and hopefully we can get a snapper or trevally to take home. I think we'll change up the soft bait colours. Nothing seems to be liking this colour, so we'll change it up to a bit of green. Right guys, we just made it back to the boat and that fishing was ultra slow. Got like one bite in like 3 hours of fishing, but that's all good. I'm gonna head back to camp and pretty much head home, so I'm gonna call the video there. But thank you guys for watching another episode if you made it this far, and if you're new here, make sure to subscribe because that helps my channel a lot. But it was more of a mission, maiden voyage for the new boat, and it went very well, so I've got big plans to come and some very cool missions that I've got planned, so I'll see you guys in another episode.